into today's video. Today should be a fun day. Already on my second and a half, technically third cup of coffee. But what I was thinking for today is to do a full day of eating. I've had a couple requests for a full day of eating. I've posted food on my stories and people have been interested, so I figured why not? Let's make today a full day of eating. All right, so my macros that I'm gonna be doing for the day, we're doing 150 grams of protein, fats we're gonna be doing about 50 grams, and carbs will be 288. All right, now if you've been following me on Instagram, which if you're not, you should be, I'm gonna put my tag right here so you guys can check it out. You know that I pretty much eat the same thing every single morning. And I do that because I like to just keep a routine. I like to just keep everything basic in the morning. I don't wanna be thinking, I don't wanna be making decisions around things that should already be made, because the morning time sets the tone for your day and you don't wanna go through decision fatigue, literally just figuring out what you're gonna eat for the day. I keep my breakfast pretty much the same every single day. I'm gonna do 1 cup of egg whites, which is typically what I do. You can do 1 cup, and then I'm gonna do 2 slices of this Ezekiel bread. The Ezekiel bread is a low glycemic carb as well. It's not gonna spike insulin, but I do add a banana. So yeah, that's pretty much what I eat every single day. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, and I'll catch you guys afterwards. So I just finished up my breakfast, and what I wanted to do with you guys is I'm gonna actually take you through the website on MyFitnessPal. I'm gonna show you how I track my food, and I'm gonna input the food that I just had so you guys can kind of get a better idea of what's going on. You can do this on your phone as well through the app. I'm just at home and I prefer to do things on desktop, but it works the same way on the app. So let's jump into it. Okay, so for meal 1, I'm gonna click add food here. And we're gonna go ahead and, just for demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and type in liquid egg whites. And right here, we got 1 cup to add. So there we go, we got 27 grams of protein, 120 calories. Add food, I'm gonna type it in. Now as you use this app, it's gonna learn what you do. As you can see down here, it's got all my frequent foods and recent foods, but just for demonstration purposes, I want to show you guys how to actually use it. So there it is, cinnamon raisin. If you see this green check mark, it means that it's verified, so it's 100% accurate. We had 2 slices, so add food. Go back into add food. I'm gonna do a banana. It was a Chiquita, it's like a medium size, so type in medium. And if you want to actually weigh these out, you can. I mean, they have the measurements here that say grams, etc., but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I just had a medium banana. Again, when you start getting too crazy on this, it starts to mess with your head and you get just not in a good place. So we have our egg whites, we have our 2 slices of bread, we have our banana, we need to add our crunchy peanut butter. So I'm going to add food, and it was Jif Natural Crunchy. Now on your phone, you can actually scan the barcode as well. So if you don't want to actually search for something, or maybe you can't find it, you can actually scan the barcode as well, and it'll pull that exact food up. So that's something to think about. Okay, so we have Jif Natural Crunchy here, 2 tablespoons. That's about what we had, 2 tablespoons. We're gonna add. Okay, and as you can see here, our first meal was 580 calories, 78 carbs, 17 fat, and 41 protein. So, that's how that works. I just wanted to show you guys that through a visual so you guys can see a little bit more. And as we go through the day is when I'll start talking more about the remaining numbers and how to see what you can fit in, and maybe I'll fit in a couple like surprise items that maybe you didn't think you could fit in to a full day of eating. And these are things, again, that you can do on a daily basis. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
2 hours later.
All right, what's going on, guys? So I'm getting ready to have my second meal of the day. Just to update you, I ran to Vitamin Shop real quick and
Just picked up a Bang. The reason why I have these obviously is caffeine, but it also has BCAAs, creatine, some CoQ10 in there. So it's actually way better for you than like a Monster or something would be. I'm probably gonna have like half of it. I'll have the other half later. I just heated up my second meal, this here. So what I do with all of my containers, so you can see right there, I wrote 225. So I know exactly how much jasmine rice is in each of these. For the actual meat sizes, I always do 5 ounces. You may want to do 4, 3, 6. Again, it just comes down to tracking what you're eating. But what I have here is 85% ground beef mixed with bison. So I cooked the bison with the ground beef, which was 85, and the bison was 93. So for this one, it's gonna be a little more difficult to track as the fat differences were different. But like I said, I'm not gonna sweat over it. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I'm not gonna drive myself crazy over it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna track it as 85 ground beef. I don't wanna track it as the 93 because obviously there's a little more fat in there from having the 85. And I actually already seasoned it when I cooked it. I use this Stubbs beef, soy, garlic, and red pepper. And that's gonna be meal 2.
2 hours later.
So I am actually just getting back home. I'm actually about to eat my 3rd meal for the day. And we are currently at, so you can see, 1,111 calories. We have 128 carbs, 40 fat, 72 protein. So the next meal that we're gonna have is going to be pretty much the same thing that we just had again. But instead of 225 grams of rice, now we have 250 because this is now gonna be my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna go to the gym in about an hour and a half, 2 hours from now, and I just wanna have a high carbohydrate meal in that amount of time frame so that I have the energy in my body to actually push through my workouts. I'm currently trying to build strength, I'm trying to build muscle, I'm trying to build size. So I want to have those extra carbs in my body. So that's what we're gonna have now. Like I said, I've got a couple meals here. I've got one with 250, I've got one with 300. Now we have 10 grams of fat left for the day. So I'm gonna have this, 250 with, again, the same 85% ground beef. And then for dinner, after the gym and stuff, I'm gonna cook up some chicken because that has low fat. That's what we're gonna be ending our day with.
6 hours later.
All right, so I just got back from the gym. I hit some legs tonight. Had an okay workout. I don't really have the best workouts when I work out late. I like to work out typically midday. I just didn't get there midday today, so it is what it is. Still had a good workout, pushed through it. But I just got home. I'm having another meal here, so I'm gonna show you guys what I have. I started eating it. Honestly, I forgot that I was vlogging for today. Meal here, but there was 5 ounces of just chicken breast. I have some just hot sauce on there, nothing crazy. 250 grams of jasmine rice, and I have some asparagus under there. I also had some of these while I was waiting. So these are one of my go-to snacks. So I went ahead and added everything in except for the Quaker cheddar. So let me do that real quick. So far for the day, guys, we're at 259 carbs, 66 grams of fat, 105 grams of protein. Now, if you saw the beginning of the video, you know my goal was 50 grams of fat. This says 66. The reason why it says 66 is because I logged everything as 85-15 ground beef. If you remember, I had some 93 in there. So we can give or take probably about 10 grams of fat from that, which makes us right around 56, which is right where we should be, between 50 and 60, somewhere in there. Again, like I said, don't kill yourself over trying to hit these numbers exact to a T because you're gonna literally go nuts trying to do that. So I'm okay with where I'm at. I do need more protein. Carbs are pretty much on point, but I just need protein for the rest of the day. So I'll show you guys what I finish up with for the night. All right, guys, so it's time to wrap up this full day of eating. This was just a very simple video. This was more like not really anything crazy. This was me just kind of what I do on a daily basis. Now I do eat out, I do enjoy other foods, I do fit things into my macros, but for the most part, like, I like consistency. I know that these foods allow me to meet a certain, number in my diet, and I just enjoy them. Personally, like, if you don't enjoy chicken and white rice, then maybe try something else. Maybe try, like, go have a sandwich at Starbucks, fit it in your macros, and when you get home later, you know, maybe have some turkey and some rice and some vegetables, or like a turkey pasta. There's so many options you can do when you're using macros. This is typically just what I do on a daily basis. I like to keep it simple. I don't want to have a million ingredients and have to cut up tons of things and cook a ton of things all the time. I cook pretty much in bulk, everything. The chicken, the meats, the rice, the vegetables. I cook everything in bulk when I do this. So the last meal that we're gonna have for the day is just some Greek yogurt. So just so you can see, the macros here, 0 fat and 23 grams of protein. So I'm gonna do a serving and a half. One serving is 227 grams. So I'm gonna multiply that by 1.5, whatever that is. I'll do the calculation in a second. That's gonna be our last meal for the day, and I'll show you the final macros. All right, just one quick little hint that I can give you guys, because I'm doing the plain Greek yogurt. I know a lot of you don't like the plain because it's very bitter, it has no real flavor to it. I get it, but look, you're eating for the results. You know, you can fit in other things throughout the day that you really, really enjoy, but you're fitting these things in so that you can have the results that you want to have. Sometimes you gotta have some sacrifice. What I do to enjoy it a little bit more is I just use some of this sugar-free syrup and I mix it in with that, and that helps. So just another quick tip there. So that's the end of that. I'm gonna display what the final macros were on the screen here. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm gonna do actually another video. I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna do multiple of these videos. It's gonna be multiple full day of eating, and I actually wanna do one like I'm going away at the end of the month. I'm not gonna say where. I'm going away at the end of the month for a few days, and I'm gonna do like a, you know, away from home, traveling, full day of eating, you know, going in the airports and moving around, and I'm gonna do a full day of eating like that. And then I'm also just gonna do a full day of eating around here where I literally don't have anything from home. I'm gonna do a full day of eating using intermittent fasting. So those of you that are curious about that. But yeah, so go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.